We're going to do the moisturizer. On the left side, we are going to do the CC cream. Let's get to it. You can't really shake these good. I always do, but you can't really. And I'm going to use its, what's it called? It has a name. There it is, the Airbrush Full Coverage Complexion Brush number 77. It's shaped like a triangle, which is good because that can get to the crux. I do not put this on the back of my hand, and I'll tell you why. If I needed to mix something, I might. Or I just would do 2 squirts on one and just swirl when I use the brush. You lose product by putting it on your hand. It ends up like there, and then you wipe it off. It's better to do it directly onto the brush, especially as creamy as this is. I'm going to do 1 pump, and the reason it's 1, normally I would do 2 for the whole face, but we're only doing a half face. So this is I love the packaging, the fact that it's a pump. Even though it's like this, you don't have to squeeze it out, you pump it out. Okay, again, the right side is the bye-bye. So bye-bye to the right. On the right, I should say. See, I'm already getting mascara coming off because I'm hitting it with something else. Okay, so I'm going to start right where the orange peel is on either side of the nose, right there. And then I'm going to make my little lines right here. Why is that? Because that is where I have the worst coverage issue as far as, I'm going to come right to the middle, as far as what I need to cover, which is age spots. There's a lot of age spots back here. And look at the coverage. It's complete. Look at all that age spots. No age spots. Now I'm going in an angle, same place. And I'm going to go right under the eye. I'm not even using concealer today. I'm going right under the eye. This is heavy. You never really should use something as heavy as base for under the eye. But I'm using that tip end where there's barely any. I'm going to try to go halfway down the nose as I can, since we're doing half the face, half the face. Okay. Y'all, this is really heavy-duty coverage. Y'all know I don't use much on my forehead, just kind of a... And I am going to go over my eye, just a little bit. Okay, so I've gone in the downward direction, right? So now I want to make sure I don't have lines and I've got complete coverage. So what I'm going to do is go horizontal lines right through it. Or you can just do a circular motion, whichever you prefer. Okay. Then I'm just going to pat it. What does that do? That kind of pushes it in. Okay. Get to my ear just a little bit and make sure you get the drop your jaw. And make sure there's no line. See, right now there's a line. See the line? Drop your jaw and go past that line. That's how you blend out that line. And then what's left on the brush will just kind of naturally color your neck the same color. There's not much left, but you don't want a lot of coverage. You just want to kind of draw that color together. Yeah, I'm going to go under my necklaces just to kind of get what's left off the brush. And we're staying on this side, of course. Okay. So this is the Full Coverage Moisturizer. It looks very glowy. Of course, we have I feel like I just heard something eating out of plastic above me, which means something's eating out of packaged goods in my attic. Okay. Anyway, now we're going to use the CC Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream, which also has a serum. Again, you can't really shake these, but I'm going to just a little. And again, we're only using 1 pump because we're only doing half the face. That was more than enough. That's excellent coverage, y'all. And it is very moist looking. So we'll see. Does this do the same thing? Brush is pretty clean. 1 squish. 1 pump. Okay, again, both of the colors on these, y'all, are light. And you can see this is pretty dark for light. Alright, so, again, right here, I'm going to do the exact same way. Right on that side of the nose. And then I'm going to go down. As you can see, I have a big age spot right there. I'm going to go right over it. Oops, I went down the middle of the nose there. Oh well. This seems a little more greenish base. That seems more brownish based. Okay. Going to swirl underneath the eye a couple of times. Over here, over the eye. And swirl there. Okay. Didn't mean to get that side. I remember noticing this before. I've done a side-by-side comparison before. This has got more warm tones. This has got almost a green tint. I wonder if that is to help with coverage. As far as age spots, I see that one. Of course, it's more prominent. And those through more on the CC cream, which is a color corrector, than I do on the moisturizer side. They both look very moist. Of course, this is at finished setting. Let's go this way now to make sure we got the marks right. Dropping your jaw and blending it out. Again, I'm just pushing it in. Make sure the bristles of the brush go past your nose hole, like into your nose hole. You should always blow your nose first, make sure you ain't got no boogies in there. But make sure they go so you don't have like a little rim on your nose, and make sure you use the point of your brush to get that little nook right there so you don't have like a crease of makeup in there. And again, okay. Now we're going to again lift up my jewelries to blend all the way down. I'm going to stick with that side only. Okay. Which side do you like better? Again, this is the color correcting cream. Okay. This is the full coverage moisturizer. Both have SPF plus, SPF 50 plus. Both have a lot of skin serum type things in them. You know, healthy. That's her whole thing, is that she wants to be really healthy about your skin. Okay. I'm going to get my, remember how I always tell you to keep your makeup towel handy so you can wipe off the end of the brush, because that is cream. It's a little bit different than liquid foundation, certainly different than powder foundation, in that it's thicker and it's going to hold on to the product better, more, I should say, and therefore, yeah, maybe harder to get it off. So I'm kind of mashing down hard in a circular motion, and then do this to kind of let the little professional painters do this. They always whack it on their shoe. That gets all the paint out of the base, and then you can reshape it. And it's in good shape for the next time. And I'm going to brush through my brows because I think makeup got in my brows. There. Okay. All right. What else are we going to do? We're going to set with powder. Now, I'm not huge on that, but there's the Bye Bye Pores pressed powder. It is an airbrush silk pressed anti-aging finishing powder, and makes your pores disappear. Okay. Also, it sets your makeup. This is to be applied with a little makeup sponge. Okay. And the whole point of it is not for color, it's translucent. So I'm going to put it on either side of my face. Just put it in there. It's supposed to make your pores just disappear. How does it do that? Well, it fills them. How do you think? So what you're doing is you're really packing on product in those pores. That's the only thing I don't like. I usually stay clear of putting any kind of powder under my eyes, but they say to do it. I want to show you the difference. Just adding powder to that eye, look how the aged and crepey that looks now compared to that. They both do, but not nearly as bad as that does. Yeah, now I'm going to have to make them even though. Ah, look. Not good at all. Y'all, don't powder under your eyes. Don't do it. That's a weightless product. I know that's a very good product. It just, you shouldn't do it, especially if you're aged. I already put on a serum. You know what I didn't do? I didn't put on my eye moisturizer first. Okay, we'll do that. I'm not going to do it now. It's too late now because I've got color on. But tomorrow, when I do my Get Ready With Me, which I do one almost every day it seems, I will go ahead. I'm going to just kind of see if I can't brush that off with this little, kind of get this spread out. Maybe a little right up through there too. And this is just little leftover pieces of powder that I'm just kind of brushing. It's still in the brush. That's why I'm still doing this. You're like, you didn't add any. You don't need to add any more. Okay. Alright, so we've got that added. Now I'm going to use the new Butter Bronzer. It's not new to everyone else, but it's not new to me, but it's a new one of them. I do love the smell, y'all. It just smells like the beach. It's coconut smell. And use the butt end of your angled brush. And you're just going to go right above that dark, where that, not on it, above it. Watch. Because it makes, it kind of redefines it to go right above it. See that? That's all you want is a little bit of the contour and come in a little. Right above it. At almost a up and down motion. Like almost straight up and down. It's like slightly diagonal. Never this way with bronzer. There, and that's what makes that cut in look.